We've talked a lot about the women's division on SmackDown really taking over the Elimination Chamber. We've seen sometimes, multiple women's matches on a pay-per-view, but most of the time that's on a non-branded pay-per-view, or, you have two championship matches. 3 singles matches on the Elimination Chamber. This is going to be the main event of the women's division. Naomi is moving herself up to the top. She's going to be wrestling against Alexa Bliss for the SmackDown World Heavyweight Women's Championship, whatever it is. I think it screwed up the name of that belt, right? They're calling it the heavyweight. Hopefully nobody's going to be that upset about it. You have to sort of go back in the Wayback Machine to the Sacramento pay-per-view, No Mercy. Naomi has bragging rights over Alexa Bliss. Naomi actually beat her 1-2-3 when Alexa Bliss was the #1 contender to be going after Becky Lynch. She was supposed to wrestle at that show. I don't think that built anything into this match. I don't think that they were, booking that far into the future with Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, and Naomi. I just think that just were the cards laid, and Becky Lynch had to take some time off due to an injury at the time. They never really capitalized on Alexa Bliss versus Naomi at the time. So her being the #1 contender now, I would be really throwing that out there. WWE doesn't really play off the fact that if unless it was the last pay-per-view or a big WrestleMania main event. You don't really have the competitors bringing up old matches, saying that I beat you. But Naomi beat Alexa Bliss clean, so it's not out of this world for Naomi to win this. I think that Naomi honestly has a good chance of winning this match. Daniel Bryan has mentioned to her, how big of an uproar of fans are going to be cheering for her. Naomi is billed as being an Orlando girl. A WrestleMania 33 would be in Orlando. Naomi would be coming out defending the SmackDown's Women's Championship in her hometown. And I think Naomi is a good star. She's broken out of the mold of the Funkadactyls. I think that her entrance is honestly one of the best entrances that there is in wrestling. But Alexa Bliss, to me, honestly, is somebody that has hit the main roster and actually been better than they were in NXT. So many times when we talk about people like American Alpha, the Vaudevillains, Enzo and Kaz, you see guys that are, a failed comparison to what they were in developmental because of the fact that they're under different writers. They're in a different, a way of moving. Just that I've already closed that off. I can already think of guys like Apollo Crews. I can keep naming Tyler Breeze. God damn, there's a lot of people that, once they hit the main roster, basically get neutered and they're not going anywhere. But Alexa Bliss, to me, she caught my eye, honestly, because of how hot she was the first time I saw her. And then from there, she had the matches where she went after the championship in NXT. She failed short in that hometown match. It was at the Arnold Classic in Cleveland. And she didn't win that one. And then from there, she ended up turning heel and joining up with Blake and Murphy. And, she really showed off her managerial skills. And it looked like she was sort of going to be leaving wrestling in the Pact. Then as Blake and Murphy cooled off, she started wrestling and becoming a single star again. She never was able to capitalize and win the NXT women's title. But, when she was moved up, a lot of people honestly were really surprised that Blake and Murphy didn't come with her. She was, becoming the one woman show, and here she is holding the title and really showing off that she deserves to be in the spot she's in. I wouldn't be surprised if Naomi wins this match, but honestly, if I had to put money, I'd put it on Alexa Bliss. I don't really know where they're going with any of this stuff at WrestleMania. There's rumors out there that all these old-time, women are being called about doing an appearance at WrestleMania. So I don't really know how that plays into a match at WrestleMania for Alexa Bliss versus anybody. They're not bringing back Mickie James to sit on the sideline. So if they're going to be doing anything with the women's championship shot for SmackDown. It's going to be a multi-person match, and that's probably one of the reasons why all of these girls are getting so hot. You know, there's no rumors of anything going down except for the Cena and Nikki Bella versus Maurice and Miz match. And Maurice isn't even an active wrestler. Probably hasn't had a match in WWE since 2010 when she got that concussion flipping her hair or getting into the ring. But we'll see what goes down with this. I'm picking Alexa Bliss to get the win.